fans, and welcome to another episode of Silver Screams Reacts. There's been a lot of video game news this past week because I think this is when the Tokyo Game Show would have been happening. Am I mistaken on that?
That's possible. What they did do today is they had a PS5 showcase. So a lot of that went up. It's been a little bonkers. There have been some very large announcements. We have 2 different models. We have prices for them. I think we might have a release date. We were supposed to have a pre-order date, and then some very large retailers broke that date, and it's sold out in some places now, which is a problem. But supposedly some others are still honoring that date. So, if it's sold out in one place, look for it elsewhere. And, yeah, we got some game announcements.
There have been a litany of game announcements that people have been talking about all day long. There was one in particular that caught our eye. Speaking of, hi, I'm Megan Salinas, and with me as always,
Katie Cullen. Hi.
And Katie, would you?
It's me.
On that note, would you like to explain what we're about to look at?
We've known for a while that there is a new Five Nights at Freddy's game coming down the pipeline. Like, this is known. Scott Cawthon likes to release teasers and release titles and just all sorts of stuff. Still images on his website, and then you go in, brighten them up, flip the colors, do whatever, look at the source code. It's basic ARG stuff, and people are really super into it, and I just sit back and wait for the game theory to happen because I don't have the skill set for that.
It's also not your job to dig into these things.
Oh, people do this shit for funsies, and which is awesome for them. That is how we got so much amazing storytelling around the Cloverfield franchise outside of the actual movies, is crazy ARGs.
Same with Doki Doki and FNAF, as you've been saying.
But we finally have a teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
And, like, normally, the whole sort of shtick behind this channel is that I like horror and you're like, I'm here. But FNAF seems to be one of the exceptions to those things. Much like Scream, it's a horror thing that you legitimately like.
I believe you described it as my preferred flavor of horror is fill in the blank. Where you hand me something spoopy and I'm like, why does it work? Whereas if you tell me why it works, I'm like, no, I don't want it, that's scary. But the first FNAF game happened and it scared the flying hell out of me, but then I was also like, look at all of this lore about murdered children and all of these other things, and I need to know. And then FNAF 2 came out and I was like, I need to know more. And here we are, like 6 games later. With me going, fine, wins the movie. You jerks. Put me out of my misery and into a different flavor of misery.
And I've been enjoying the Fazbear Frights books that have been coming out. I haven't read the other novelizations that Scott Cawthon wrote, but I have been enjoying the anthology books that have been coming out this year. They're a good time. They're very Goosebumps-esque, so that's a lot of fun.
Whereas, to my understanding, the novelizations are much.
Which is why I have
multiple hundreds of pages.
I love me my horror anthology, though. So, anyway, so we're both versed in FNAF stuff. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily lore experts, but we enjoy what happens to be there. So, I guess on that note, without any further ado, shall we?
Yes.
Would you like to do the honors?
Click. May contain content inappropriate for children, you don't say.
Which is so funny because
your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out.
Nope.
Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't
Jesus, look at that thing. Nothing to worry about.
It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together?
Laser tag. I want to play a game.
It won't happen again.
poor Greg.
It was just a glitch.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
Booga booga booga! really good sound design.
PlayStation console exclusive.
Ooh.
That is going to all footage captured on PS5. None of that ads. None of that, hey, this is pre-rendered, some of it maybe, like, nope, all of it. PS5, let's go. Yeah, console exclusive, I think, is going to sell a number of people on that console.
Yeah. I mean, there seem to be a lot of things announced today that made people go, let me pre-order, let me pre-order.
Final Fantasy 16, I believe.
Another Dark Souls game, I think, as well.
Oh.
If I saw that correctly. But yeah, there have been lots of stuff. But we're here to talk about this specifically.
We're here to talk about how much Gregory's life sucks right now. Oh, buddy.
Poor Gregory.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, Gregory.
I
Remember Malls?
I just saw that and I miss laser tag so much. The Laser Quest by my house in Colorado closed, and Laser Quest was the best laser tag place. Don't at me, you know I'm right.
I haven't played laser tag in a long time.
I miss it so much. So seeing that laser tag arena, I was like,
I love the neon 80s aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, like, because 80s nostalgia has been big for a couple of years now, I know that technically it's a little played out. I don't really care. I like it.
Is it sad that my brain is like, all right, opens up the timeline. Where do we slot
Where
this
are
in?
we?
There's the bite of 83. There's the bite of 86.
It might not
Where do you fit?
It might not even be in the 80s specifically. It might be something modern trying to cash in on 80s nostalgia.
That's true, too.
So it's hard to say. Especially because there have been, things like Five Nights at Freddy's 3, which was all about, horror attraction. And I guess the question is, too, does this come out post Five Nights at Freddy's 6 or pre Five Nights at Freddy's 6? Because there's a line at the end of that game, timeline-wise. And it seems like everything that's come out subsequently after 6 has taken place chronologically
before 6.
No, after.
Oh, that's
because of all the glitch trap stuff and things like that.
That's right.
At least that's my understanding of it. Like I said, I fully admit to not being a lore expert. I try to wrap my head around it.
Give it a week. We'll have something from MatPat, and then we can sit there and be like, "What do we got? What do we got?" We'll have a full-on theory video, and it will definitely take apart all of the fun, ridiculous things that we've just witnessed.
Yes.
Including the thing crawling on the upper rack of the kitchen, which was like, they learned how to open doors.
Clever girl. I did like I promise it won't happen again. It was just a glitch.
It was a glitch. And like,
yeah.
whoa,
and it's just like, when it comes to the animatronics, obviously there have been a wide array of personalities, and there have been a wide array of souls, ? And so it's always fun trying to discern, in a teaser like this, trying to discern, okay,
what the fuck is going on?
What is this? What is this thing's objective? Because some of the animatronics are good, quote unquote, some of them are bad, and some of them are chaos.
Some of them were never actually possessed by anything.
Yeah.
Some of them were. It's all just been a little bonkers.
Yeah, so,
but then you have, like, Mr. Hippo.
Did I ever tell you about the time?
They had Rye on Tuesdays. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, look up, oh god, what was the game even called?
That was
Custom Night.
Custom Night, yeah.
Look up Custom Night Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo likes to talk.
But it's also just something out from a meta perspective. It's incredible seeing where this franchise has gone. It was an indie game that nobody was expecting to take off on Steam. What was that, 5 years ago?
Thereabouts.
But yeah.
I don't remember the exact year. But yeah, it was an indie game by an indie game developer whose previous works had flopped, and it was supposed to be his swan song because some of the criticism towards his games have been, your characters look stiff, they look like animatronics, they don't look like people. So he designed a game full of spoopy animatronics, and then the world went batshit insane because people like Critical and Markiplier and Game Grumps and Let's Play Achievement Hunter, a lot of different Let's Players got their hands on it and played it, and suddenly everyone knew about it and everyone was into it.
And now, you know, fast forward a couple years, and now it's a PS5 exclusive. Like, this franchise has come a long way, and whether you're on board with it or not, like, it's a multimedia franchise.
This is lightning. This is lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, Scott should be
especially for a
applauded.
indie developer.
Yeah.
Because the original FNAF was, I believe the statistic is small enough to fit on a floppy disk, and was made of audio bites, still images, and several GIFs. And that's it.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lesson to be learned there. Never give up, guys.
Never stop stopping.
Never stop stopping, because you never know. Even your failures could, in fact, be the key to your success one day.
Also, I will say, in this case, and because I've experienced it myself and seen it happen, spite can be a motivator. Do not let it be your only motivator. There is a good amount of, moderation.
Spite
You really
in
have
moderation.
to do, spite in moderation can be a good motivator. And I say that as someone who, one of my nano projects that died started out as spite. Reading something going, my God, could you do it any more wrong? Fuck you, I can do this right. And then doing it. So yeah, spite is a good motivator in moderation.
Yeah, it should not be your end-all be-all either.
No.
But, again, regardless, Scott should be applauded. This franchise has gone places. We're still waiting on that movie trailer, guys. And
From what I've seen, it's still at Blumhouse. They're still looking at it. They are not about to let it go. Supposedly they're working on it from a recent-ish interview.
I mean, yeah, no, they talked about it recently. It's just one of those things where I never believe it's happening until I actually see a trailer.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just, okay, optioning and development hell.
Yep. This looks fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how all this pans out and how the lore gets even more expanded from here. Also, there are more horror anthology books coming out, so woo! More to look forward to there.
I mean, the lore is kind of unmanageable, but that's why we have game theory. Someone's got to do it.
Someone has to stand there and connect the corkboard together with pieces of red string. Yeah, we applaud him for it.
Thank you, Matt Pat.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
Matt Pat.
you.
Yeah, any final thoughts on this trailer? Or just FNAF as a whole?
Gear up, Markiplier. Here we go.
Get ready,
Get that
everybody.
crown out, dust it off, Mr. King of Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's fucking go. Never actually played one of the games myself. Really enjoy watching Let's Players go for it. It brings me joy.
Same. My computer isn't really set up to do a whole lot of gaming stuff, so I've never done it because I don't play games on my computer. But I very much enjoy watching other people do it, and I love seeing people pick apart the lore, and I like the anthology books, like I said.
Yeah.
So good stuff all around. I also like seeing just the cool stuff that fans come up with. Like, some people have done, like, cool, creepy animations to, like, unused voice lines from the games and stuff like that. And people do animations of, like, the Let's Players who are reacting to it at the same time.
Fan songs, and I think...
Oh, the fan songs are so good!
Yeah. The animation that stuck with me is a Springtrap death scene. Where it's looking at the tablet, putting it down, and he's right there, but then it becomes...
Oh, yes! I know which one you're talking about.
It's so
good.
It's so creepy, but it's so good, because it's just like, oh, this is going to end in violence, but my God, it's fun to watch.
Well, Springtrap is my favorite out of all of the bots across the franchise. Springtrap is my favorite.
I love Mangle.
Mangle is a hot mess, but Mangle is great.
Yes, I know. Mangle speaks to me, and it sounds like AOL dial-up.
It speaks to you on a spiritual level.
I still have those cosplay photos.
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
were.
I totally forgot you did that. You were also Exotic Butter.
That was a different year. I did Mangle 2 different years. One of them I did with okay makeup at Gallifrey, but there is a picture of me hanging upside down because we found, just because of the way the hotel is set up, we found a low wall and I had a friend crouching behind it holding my ankles. And it's just me hanging upside down doing this. It's a great picture. And then my cousin is a makeup artist and we found full Mangle makeup and she did that and I went to Anime Expo. And the makeup was painted in such a way that I could just dead face and it would have that huge grin. So I got very, very good at the stare and then slight tilt. And I was walking by, grown man, who was walking by me and he stopped and he kind of did this and I was like, never seen a man book it so fast across the convention hall. Just, yum.
Aw, you like a horror thing.
It was fun! It was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, a couple of years later for a different con, I went as Exotic Butters. Had a, hello, my name is Exotic Butters on hello, my name is, oh God, what was it? Eggs Benedict.
Yes, that was
It was Eggs Benedict on a work shirt. And I still have this, a basket of Exotic Butters. It's foam wrapped in yellow construction paper and then a basket with a red ribbon around it and people lost their shit because it was like a month after that game had come out. Everyone was just losing their mind.
It was good timing.
So I like this franchise.
It's a good time. It's a good time. So yeah, let us know, guys. What did you think of the trailer? What are your thoughts on the franchise as a whole? And since we listed off our favorite bots,
Yeah.
what's your favorite bot?
Who's your favorite animatronic and why is it Mangle? Who's your favorite animatronic and why is it Mr. Hippo?
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below. Katie, where can people go if they want to find you?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. If you like reactions to non-horror things, they live on that YouTube channel. I'm also on a podcast called On the Point. It is an Overwatch and Overwatch League podcast, and we're talking about tournaments and coming up soon, All-Star weekends.
And I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheMenguin. That's TheMenguin. Be sure to follow Silver Screams at Silver_Screams. Like us on Facebook, all that jazz. So yeah, looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this trailer and about FNAF as a whole. We know life is crazy right now. Please do whatever it is you have to do to stay safe and to keep people around you safe. Please wear a mask. And guys, we're not going to get through all of this unless we take care of each other. And I know that there are a lot of different things going on right now. But
support the post office.
Yes.
Vote. Wear a mask whenever you go outside your door, even if it's just to walk your dog or get the mail. Wear a mask because it is an act of human compassion. And take care of each other.
yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Take care.
I always come back.
I'm gonna have to pull up friggin' Nate Wants to Battle Salvaged. I love that song so much.
Oh, for me it's Die in a Fire.
Oh, I hope you die in a fire.
You stop getting